mighty heavenly things for the things of this world. Instead of reading the word, some of us scroll through social media. Instead of being up to date on our prayer life, we're up to date on the latest series that we're watching on a streaming platform. Now, there's nothing wrong with relaxation, recreation, and so forth, but when those things become such a big part of our lives that they crowd out the things of the Spirit, we're in big trouble. And this is a wake-up call. I don't say this to condemn you. I say this that the Holy Spirit might bring correction and hope and guide you into a better future in Him. This has to do with practical scheduling. In order to say yes, please hear this, people of God. In order to say yes to the things of God, you're going to have to say no to the things of this world. In order to say yes to a God thing, sometimes you'll have to say no to what we consider good things. Some of us are people pleasers. We feel this sense of obligation. We feel bad even when we don't commit to what everyone wants us to commit to. You know, you don't have to go to every social function. You don't have to go to every birthday party. You don't have to commit to every program. You don't have to say yes to every favor. Now, I'm not saying don't help people. I'm not saying don't be involved with those things. But some of us are so consumed by all of those things because we've never said no, and we haven't learned to say no. You have to say no to the wrong things, and you have to invest more in those connections that God has given to you. This is part of recalibrating. Again, structure can be spiritual. We need to be people of God who say, I'm going to say no to the cares and the distractions of this world, that I might say yes to the voice of the Spirit. You live in that way, and you're going to find that there's clarity of mind that allows you to move at a pace where you're sensitive to the voice of the Holy Spirit. So I'm going to read to you number 5 in just a moment. We have recommit, retreat, rekindle, and recalibrate. That is, make up your mind, spend time in the secret place, reroute yourself in prayer, the word, and worship. There needs to be proper time management. This is a practical thing. You have to be very practical about your scheduling. And number 5, this will be difficult for many, but it's very, very, very key. Number 5, re-engage. Now, this has to do with cultivating godly connections and cultivating evangelistic connections. Let me explain to you. We see the model before us in Acts chapter 2. Go there now. Acts chapter 2, I'll read verses 42 through 47. I quote, "All the believers devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to fellowship and to sharing in meals, including the Lord's Supper, and to prayer. A deep sense of awe came over them all, and the apostles performed many miraculous signs and wonders, and all the believers met together in one place and shared everything they had." Now notice here, there's this community, there's this connection, there's this social element to the practice of the things of God. Now watch this verse 45. They sold their property and possessions and shared the money they had with those in need. They worshiped together at the temple each day, met in homes for the Lord's Supper, and shared their meals with great joy and generosity. Verse 47. All the while praising God and enjoying the goodwill of all the people. And each day the Lord added to their fellowship those who were being saved. Now we see here godly connections within the church, that the church itself might connect to the world evangelistically. This is what it means to re-engage. So once we've made up our mind, once we've made a practice of retreating, once we've devoted ourselves, we've rekindled that commitment to the prayer closet, to the word, to worship. Once we've recalibrated through proper time management, now it's time to re-engage. Now, this will be difficult for some because some of you have been hurt by church people. Some of you have gone to churches only to be rejected unnecessarily or through no fault of your own. Now, some people do get kicked out of churches because they're behaving in a very strange or foolish way consistently, and the church, after exercising much patience, asks them to leave. But that's probably not